Session 33, module 4 of gravitation. Gravitation, in this session, we mainly focus on Kepler's laws, statements, derivations, conditions for different orbits. Recap: gravitational field for spherical mass distribution for thin spherical shell and solid sphere. Learning objectives: to study the Kepler's laws from Newton's laws of gravitation, to study the Kepler's laws, statement and derivations, conditions for different orbits. Session outcomes: we study the basic concepts of Kepler's laws in gravitation. We study the Kepler's 3 laws in gravitation with statement and derivation. We study about some conditions of different orbits. We study about basic concepts of types, prerequisites, statement and derivation for Kepler's laws, condition for different orbits, brief account on physics on tides. Terms used: Kepler's law, the first law, that is law of elliptical orbits, so which deals with all planets move around the sun in elliptical orbit with sun at one focus. Second law is known as law of area. The radius vector from the sun to a planet sweeps out equal areas in equal interval of time. The third law is law of period. The square of the planet's time period t is directly proportional to cube of the semi-major axis of the orbit. The curved path of a smaller object around the center in a object in a space. Kepler's laws from Newton's law of gravitation. According to Newton's law of gravitation, the force between the planet of mass m and sun of mass capital M separated by distance is given by the equation F equals minus g into m into small m by r square into unit vector. According to Newton's second law of motion, F equals m into a, where a is the acceleration of the planet. In terms of polar coordinates, the above equation is written as vector F equals small m into r dot dot minus r theta dot square into unit vector plus 1 by r into d by d theta into r square theta dot into radial vector, unit radial vector. So the above equation is divided in two parts. The first term of the radial indicates radial force, and the second part of the equation indicates the tangential force, which does not exist. Therefore, the second term is neglected. So the equation takes the form F equals m into r dot dot minus r theta dot square into unit vector. So Kepler's first law of elliptical orbits. Considering Kepler's law from Newton's laws of equation, the equation is given by vector F equals m into r dot dot minus r theta square into unit vector, that is d square by d theta square equal into u minus g into capital M by h square plus u minus g into capital M by h square equals 0. That is h square by g into m r equals 1 plus a square by gm into cos theta. So h square by g into m into r equals 1 plus a into h square by gm into cos theta. This equation is similar to equation of conic section in polar coordinates. So L equals h square by gm, that is semi-lattice rectum. E equals a into h square by gm, which gives the eccentricity. So in case of Kepler's law system, if E is smaller than 1, the path of the planet around the sun will be elliptical with the sun has its foci. Kepler's second law, considering the geometry, the area of small element OAB, dA equals half OA into OB, that is the law of triangle. dA equals half r into r d theta plus that equals half r square into d theta. The aerial velocity dA equals half r square d theta by dt, that equals half r square into theta dot. dA by dt equals h by 2, that is a constant. This shows that the aerial velocity is constant. constant. That is, the radius vector sweeps equal areas in equal interval of time. Kepler's third law, the time period capital T of a planet moving around the sun in elliptical orbit is given by T equals area of the ellipse by aerial velocity. So it is given by the equation pi in A into B by h by 2. That is T square equals 4 pi square A square B square by h square. The value of L, that is h square by gm, which is the semi-radius rectum, and B square equals A into h square by gm. So T square equals 4 pi square A square by h square into A into h square by gm, that equals 4 pi square into A cube by gm. So the final equation is T square directly proportional to A cube. Thus square of time period of planet around the sun is directly proportional to cube of semi-major axis of the path. Conditions for different orbits. Since the force is towards the center, it has no momentum about O. Hence, by the law of conservation of angular momentum, vector J about O remains conserved in both magnitude and direction. That is, it must move in a plane. If we denote angular momentum per unit mass, h equals d theta by dt into r square equals constant is taken as equation 1. ds equals half r square d theta. Therefore, aerial velocity ds by dt equals half r square d theta. So, by undergoing the mathematical steps, we arrive to the equation u equals k by h square plus a cos into theta minus theta naught. So, which leads to k by h square into 1 plus root of 1 plus 2 e h square by k square into cos theta. From the focus, the directrix property of a conic, we know that its equation in polar coordinates may be written as u equals 1 plus L plus 1 plus epsilon cos theta plus 1 by r into 1 plus epsilon cos theta. The conic may be of any one of the following types. So E is smaller than 1 ellipse, E is equals 1 parabola, if the value of E is greater than 1 hyperbola, if E equals 0, it is circular. So L equals h square by k square, E equals square root of 1 plus 2E h square by k square. So the orbit may take the following forms. So if E is smaller than 0 is negative, if E is greater than 0 is hyperbola, if E equals 0 is parabola. Most of the orbits of the planets are ellipse. So some facts on tides. Tides are caused by gravitational pull of the sun from moon on Earth's water. In contrast, when the lines between sun and the earth and moon and the earth are perpendicular to one another, high tides and low tides are moderated. So the summary of the session, we study the basic concepts of Kepler's law in gravitation, study of Kepler's 3 laws in gravitation statement and derivation, study about some conditions for different orbits, study about basic concept on physics of tides. So MCQs related with the session. So Kepler's first law states. So these are the options. The path followed by a satellite around primary will be an ellipse. Second one, what do Kepler's law help to explain? So it explains planetary motion. The first option A. How many laws of planetary motion did Kepler discover? So that is C. The 3 laws. Kepler's third law of planetary motion describes the relationship between. So these are the options. The right option is C. Distance from the sun and length of the year. Planets revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit. It relates to which of Kepler's law? So the option is first one, that is first law. Thank you.